opener as the Georgia Lady Bulldogs welcome to town the Gardner Webb Running Bulldogs of the Big South Conference. And good evening, I'm Matt Stewart, joined by Coach Mark Sloniker. And to all our veterans watching tonight, truly we wish you a happy Veterans Day. Thank you so much from the bottom of our heart for everything you do and everything you've done. That said, Coach, it's great to be back courtside. We didn't get to do this last year. Stegman Coliseum full capacity for this season, and the Lady Bulldogs should have an exciting team.
They really should. It's so good to see the fans back in here, to see the team tip off, get ready to go. Good season for Georgia ahead.
Let's talk about Gardner Webb under Coach Alex Simmons, her fourth season, former Lady Vol star, played for Coach Pat Summitt, one of the best of all time, if not the best of all time. They've had 3 consecutive seasons of 10-plus conference wins.
They really have, and she's got it going, really built the program up. Expect them to be a good competition today. They've got a good nucleus of players, finished last year strong, get to play a good style of basketball.
Georgia looking to build off the momentum of last season when they got to the SEC tournament finals, went into the NCAA tournament as a number 3 seed.
What a year. They put it all together, great senior leadership. Several players emerged to be all-conference. Stady and Morrison among the ones that are back that were. A lot of fun, went to the NCAA tournament. Great run in the SEC tournament as well. 83% of the scoring is back, Matt. Should be fun.
And you mentioned Jenna Stady and Hugh Morrison, the super seniors, returning for Coach Joni Taylor's team. She's anticipating that they'll be able to stack a lot of wins on those veterans this season.
It really is. You watch Joni Taylor build this program over starting her 7th season. She's balanced off the classes. And when you're at this point in the program building, to have 2 returning all-SEC players gives you a lot of confidence going into this season. She blends in the new players, and a few players have a chance to step up their games this year that didn't play maybe as prominent role last year.
Between Stady and Morrison, that's 25.5 points per game and over 13 rebounds per game. Between those 2 super seniors as the season underway with the Lady Bulldogs in white and on offense. And the first basket goes to Georgia. We take a look at the starting 5 for Gardner Webb: Kane, Bevis, Williams, Smith, and Deans. The Running Bulldogs already started their season 2 nights ago when they were 72-59 losers at Vanderbilt. That's Kane on the drive, splits the defense, and the kick back out, and the miss by Deans. And here's the starting 5 for the Lady Bulldogs: Barker, Coombs, Stady, Isaacs, and Morrison. And the Lady Bulldogs start 2 for 2 from the floor.
And 2 easy shots, moving Baldwin, Morrison, pull-up jumper, signature shot for her.
Coach Simmons was not at all happy with the defense by the Running Bulldogs the other night at Vanderbilt, as Stady gets the first of what will be many blocks for her this season.
An outstanding player, really patrols the paint. Anytime you get that rim protection, Coombs, Barker, and Morrison are elite defenders. They will lock you down. They'll disrupt. They know they got Jenna Stady back there waiting on anything that gets by them.
Coombs brings it out, resets the offense. Gabby Conley, who was the point guard in this program, one of the seniors that did not return. Stady inside, and the Lady Bulldogs off to a great start as they hit their first 3 shots, and Alex Simmons calls timeout for Gardner Webb.
Yeah, not much resistance defensively. She is not happy with that defensive effort so far.
Yeah, they forced 23 turnovers, had 10 steals against Vandy the other night, but she said those statistics were misleading. She was not happy with their half-court defense, not happy that they extended the defense out, pushed Vandy out beyond the 3-point line. Here tonight, Georgia's just had 3 point-blank shots to start the game.
Really easy. You know, one of the things that makes Georgia special and really a tough team to defend is, we talked about them defensively on the perimeter already with Barker, Coombs, and Morrison, but if you flip that over to the offensive side, any one of them can run the point guard position. Morrison will be the primary point, and then you have Chapman off the bench. Again, another elite defender, really solid point guard, runs the team. Again, when you're defending Georgia, you've got your hands full, because any one of them could be that point of attack. They're assist minded, they can score. They're so versatile out there on the perimeter.
Georgia's roster includes 3 returning starters. We mentioned Stady and Morrison already, plus Jordan Isaacs, 4 newcomers, including a pair of McDonald's All-Americans in Reagan Richardson and Jillian Hollingshed, who we will see play tonight. And then the departures of Gabby Conley and Maya Caldwell.
Well, again, just balanced team. Two good players left the program. I really think Barker and Nicholson off the bench are really looking to have maybe bust-out, breakout years. And those freshmen, Matt, what do you see them? What are the fans watching this game? See Richardson and Hollenshed play. Those two can go.
And not just momentum on the floor, but also momentum in the program as you take a look at the roster breakdown. Coach Joni Taylor, starting her 7th season, has the program exactly where she wants it to be.
It is. You know, as an athletic director, you're looking down at her and you say, okay, we're going to give you every chance to build this program. And her vision for the program was to balance off the classes, get it stable and steady, and just recruit at a high level. And you can see last year kind of bore out the results of that philosophy, that vision that Joni had for the program. And then now the old saying is, once you get good, you're going to stay good because your classes are balanced and you have quality players in each class. So that's what she's built. That's what they're looking at. They got good last year. They're going to stay good again this year.
Joni Taylor, the reigning 2021 SEC Coach of the Year. Lady Bulldogs finished 10-5 in the conference a year ago. A 4th place finish on top of the things I already talked about, reaching the SEC tournament finals, going into the NCAA tournament as number 3 seed. Did lose in the 2nd round to Oregon, and Coach Joni Taylor feels like those are things that are going to help them this year. You get to Sunday, the SEC tournament finals, you get into the NCAA tournament as a 3 seed. Now you've had a taste of that, now you build off of that.
Absolutely, it's kind of a carrot dangling out there for the returning players and the new ones to build on that. Do go one step further. Make this Sweet 16 this year. Get back to that championship game in the SEC.
Alicia Smith is called for the foul away from the ball. So this uneven start continues for Gardner Webb.
A little half-court trap by Gardner Webb, trying to just be disruptive, get Georgia out of their rhythm.
This is the first time Georgia's actually run a half-court offense. Everything else has been in transition to this point, and Georgia comes up with their first miss of the game as Stady couldn't put it in. So a foul away from the ball. This is going to be on Georgia. Q Morrison picks up the foul. 2 minutes in, and Georgia a 6-0 lead on Gardner Webb.
Georgia's a predominantly man-to-man team. Will play zone and baseline out of bounds. Just get into the zone right here, and they'll stay with it. They'll try to trap that corner pass. Just as I was about to say it, they did. But they'll mix up the defense a little bit. Just try it again. Throw some counters, get a little different look to your opponents.
Dean turnaround off the front iron, rebound by Smith. And Smith, who led the Big South in offensive rebounding last year, misses the putback, and now a foul is going to be called on Gardner Webb.
That old game within the game, Matt. You're looking at Smith against Barker, 2 players that bring so much to the game. Hustle, toughness. They mix it up all the time. They're always around the basketball, so they're matched up head-to-head right now. Coach Simmons had opportunity to have a man-to-man defense, play some half-court trap to slow Georgia down a little bit, eat up some shot clock before they make their offense begin.
Screen set by Stady. Morrison gets it to Barker coming off a curl. Off the back iron, Stady the offensive rebound. She got fouled on the putback. So Jenna Stady will be at the line for the first time this season. Preseason 2nd team all SEC. She was honored right before the game as they recognized her scoring her 1,000th point in the SEC tournament championship game last year. You see her 3 blocks per game. She already has 1 tonight, 6th in the SEC, or 6th in the NCAA, and led the SEC.
An outstanding free throw shooter. She had a little slump, mild slump last year, dropped her into the 70s, but she's typically 80% or above.
8-point lead for Georgia. Stady has half their points. Slow start really plagued Gardner Webb the other night at Vanderbilt as they fell behind 16-4 in the first quarter. Spent the rest of the night playing catch-up. And a traveling call on Gardner Webb as Jessica Williams, who scored 22 in that game against Vanderbilt, commits the turnover.
And the Webb's going to go back to the half-court trap. They're trying to slow Georgia down. A little disruptive. You want to get in their rhythm offensively.
.6:53 to play in the opening quarter. Georgia out 8-0 lead. The pass to Barker goes off her fingertips.
That's great action. Coach Taylor saw a mismatch down there, a little dive action play that's in their system, in their offense. Jenna Stadium right there needed a little bounce pass into the post. Give Barker a chance to catch it chest high and make a move inside in the mismatch.
Kane, mid-range. Rebound Morrison. She'll push it. Georgia loves to run, get their offense in transition, and there's the three ball from Q Morrison in transition. Georgia leads 11-0.
Yeah, building off the last season for Q Morrison, she just looks more relaxed, more confident. That senior has been around the block, played a lot of games.
And the ball goes out of bounds off of Williams.
We talked about Georgia. Any one of their perimeter players gets a defensive rebound, they're allowed to take it on the fast break. They all have point guard ability. Morrison, nobody picked her up, stopped her, drained it.
Ball knocked away by Williams as she was matched up one-on-one with Morrison. 14 on the shot clock and 5:58 to play in the quarter. And Morrison has vastly improved her three-point shot. Mid-range, off glass, 13-0, Georgia.
Good pull-up jumper, under control, no charge right there.
And a traveling call on Deans.
A little happy feet. She got a deep, nice entry pass. She knew it was an opportunity at staying on her back. Got a little anxious there.
I think that's got a lot to do with the defense, too.
Absolutely.
Georgia's just got them sped up so much right here.
Right.
5 turnovers now for the running Bulldogs in the opening 4.5 minutes. Foul's going to be called on Gardner Webb. Williams picks up her second personal foul. That's bad news for Gardner Webb. She'll go to the bench. 4 team fouls now on the running Bulldogs. Inbounds pass comes to Stady. Seven on the shot clock for Georgia. Coombs drives and a blocking foul on Gardner Webb. And this is going to be on Kane. That'll be the first on her. That'll be the 5th team foul. Puts Georgia in the bonus.
Well, Coombs showed last year that she's got the ability to break people down off the dribble. You see her here going through the lane. Just a late chance to get there to draw the charge. But again, Coombs has that ability. She can juke you. She got a quick first step. She can get by people.
Coombs started the Wesleyan School in Atlanta. Of course, started her collegiate career at UConn, played 2 seasons there before transferring, sat out a year. And last year, her first full season in a Lady Bulldogs uniform. They'll be counting on the 5th-year senior greatly this season. 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter, and Georgia with a 14-0 lead. Stolen by Coombs. Long baseball pass to Barker, and she finishes it. And a blocking foul as well on Bevis.
Really good defense at this end by Georgia. Really got a chance to kick it out. Again, they can run. Any one of their perimeter players gets that defensive rebound or a steal or swipe, they are on the fast break, on the run.
Substitutions. Bevis is going to come out, and Thunderberg is going to check in for Gardner Webb. And Barker makes it 17-0 for the Lady Bulldogs.
A little 2-2-1 press by Georgia. A little different look at the free throws.
Long pass, too long for Smith. That'll go out of bounds, and Georgia gets it back.
Gardner Webb has some players that can score, but last year, look at their last year's stats. Game against Vandy the other Tuesday night. They are turnover prone. For them to advance in the Big South Conference, get towards the top of that league, they're going to have to clean up their turnovers.
They force a lot of turnovers, but they also commit a lot of turnovers. Isaacs, Barker the rebound. 4:20 to play in the opening quarter. Georgia's still pitching a shutout. Morrison with 5 on the shot clock, off back iron. Rebound cleared by Deans. Deans on the drive, got capped by Stady. And off of Deans.
Stady is back there waiting on you. Coombs, total denial on the wing pass. Broke down the Gardner Webb offense. And trying to make the decision to drive, but there's Jenna Stady waiting on her, getting that block.
That's 2 blocks for Stady already in this game. Coombs fast to the basket, got raked across the face, and she'll go to the line. Looks like she might have gotten poked in the eye along the way. Mass substitutions for Georgia. The McDonald's All-American Reagan Richardson, number 21, makes her first appearance on the floor. Javin Nicholson also comes into the ball game, as does Mallory Bates. So Coombs and Barker, the only 2 starters, remain in right now. 19-0. This has got to be getting close to the largest opening game run without a score that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's getting there. I'm curious to see what the record is, if anybody's gone scoreless against Georgia in the first quarter or not.
Deans, her shot got blocked by Bates. Smith got it back. Three on the shot clock. And Coombs brings it up for Georgia. A moment ago I said the shot that Deans took was blocked. Actually, it was a shot by Smith. Deans not on the floor right now, but Smith is. Backdoor pass intercepted by Kane. Kane, she got her shot blocked by Barker. That's 4 blocks for the Lady Bulldogs defense in this opening quarter.
I think Coach Taylor is right. I think I went off the Gardner Webb off of Kane on the block. Barker with a nice job rotating over. Didn't have a late stop. Was that zone with the trap in the corner again. Good
and
deflection.
The pass into the post or into the paint was intercepted. Here's Georgia. Coombs quickly to Richardson. She recovers in the corner. Barker, 3. Nicholson fights for the rebound and loses that battle. 2:25 to play in the opening quarter. Gardner Webb still waiting on their first points. Caps got the shot up and in, and finally at the 2:16 mark, Emma Caps breaks the drought for Gardner Webb. Gets back on defense, but overruns the play, and Bates puts it in, 21-2.
Great lead pass. When your bigs get out and run the floor, Caps made the bucket, and she kind of 3/4 speeded it back on defense. Bates beat her down the floor. Beautiful lead pass for 2.
Caps pass into the paint, denied by Nicholson. Ahead to Nicholson. Defense turns the offense. Georgia up 23-2.
And here's Richardson, the freshman again. She's versatile. She can play multiple positions, under control in the fast break. Just waits for the seam to open, find Nicholson, make the pass at the right time.
Mid-range jumper. Cox off the mark. Coombs across half court. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Coombs that time, as Kane was able to get position.
Nice job by Kane in transition. Get there, get the angle. He tried earlier to get the charge, didn't quite get it, but that time did a nice job getting the position.
So Kane will go to the bench as Bevis checks back in. Kane is a really good player. Had 7 points, 6 assists, 2 turnovers in their loss to Vanderbilt the other night. She's been the only player, at least looking back last year, who had a positive assist-to-turnover ratio.
We talked earlier about their turnover woes at Gardner Webb. She did not have those.
Barker jumped the pass and then ran into the official.
Well, I'm telling you play against Georgia. You got Barker, Chapman in their game right now. Perimeter defense. Richardson's a freshman. She's willing to play defense. You can see her right now. She wants to play it. They will disrupt you and get after you.
Chloe Chapman on the defense commits the foul on the shot, so Gardner Webb will be going to the line. And Jessica Williams will be at the stripe for the Running Bulldogs' first free throw attempts of the night.
Williams, man, anytime you drop 22 on an SEC team, you're doing something well. And so right there, she really has been in the rhythm. She has had a lot of touches so far in this game. That was a great opportunity for her to get it through a seam and attack the rim and draw the foul.
23-3 as she hits the first free throw. She was 8 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 4 on her threes. Had 8 rebounds and 5 steals in 34 minutes to go along with those 22 points.
I think Coach Simmons at the break between quarters will be telling her team we've got to get her touches.
Chloe Chapman ran across the baseline. Turnover for Georgia.
Let's see if they go back to Williams here. Try to get her touch, get her going, get into the game.
Traveling.
And perimeter defensive pressure, so disruptive.
9 turnovers for the Running Bulldogs here in the opening 9+ minutes. 19-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs, down to 37 seconds to play in the quarter. And Richardson missed up close. Nicholson with the volleyball tip put in.
A great job on Nicholson, nose for the basketball. She was so well coached in high school. She came here with great fundamentals in the post. Coach Taylor's really high on her this year.
Another block by the Lady Bulldogs, and Richardson, the freshman, got that block. 5 blocks unofficially for Georgia in the first quarter.
For multiple people, very impressive.
From super senior on down to freshman. Inbounds nearly stolen, and it is by Bates. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Long baseball pass. Barker corrals it with 10 to play in the quarter. 5 in the quarter. Barker gets a screen, takes a 3, buries it. And that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Coach, the first quarter of this season, a big one for Georgia.
It really was impressive. Gardner Webb just too easy on the defensive end, gave Georgia too many opportunities. But Georgia looked like a complete basketball team already through one quarter.
No doubt about it. Lady Bulldogs shot 62% from the floor, 6 of 7 at the line, 9 boards, 5 assists, 28-4 lead after 1.
Outside the oven and get thanks grilling with Ace. Get a Traeger grill to make tasty turkey and desserts. This week, take advantage of great deals on Traeger with free assembly and delivery on all grills $3.99 and up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This holiday season, give the gift of Grubhub.
Start of the second quarter. Matt Stewart along with Coach Mark Sloniker. Thanks for joining us. In Georgia, a huge 28-4 lead after the first 10 minutes. 5 blocks, 5 steals, Coach, and forced Gardner Webb into 11 turnovers.
Yeah, those 5 blocks came from 4 different players. 6 different players for Georgia scored. Defensive pressure on the perimeter. They've got it all rolling tonight.
And I would expect that we're going to see that Georgia will play a lot of players tonight, obviously with a big lead, but they're getting into a stretch here early season where you've got a bunch of games, not quite back-to-back, but they've got 4 games in the next, I think, 10 days.
That's good. Georgia's a deep team. Again, you want to see your new players, how they fit in the rotation with the veterans. So Zoisha Smith's in the game, didn't get to play, really contributed a lot last year. She's got a lot of promise to her, so a good chance now to see her.
And what's interesting about Zoisha at 6'1", sophomore, they've moved her from the forward position to the guard position. Coach Joni Taylor says she's just too athletic not to be on the floor, so they moved her to that guard position where they're going to get mismatches. They can post up smaller guards and do a lot of different things with her playing out on the perimeter.
No doubt about it. She really brings a lot to the table. Again, long length. She plays defense, committed to playing defense. Georgia, a little zone defense right here. Again, just on a mixture. So far, we've seen Georgia play man-to-man. 2-3 zone based on a bounce. Little half-court trap, mixing it up. Have your arsenal of defenses, a lot of different looks to disrupt the other team.
Long pass comes to Smith. Chloe Chapman going to run the point now. Inside they go. Nicely executed.
They set you up, Matt. Right there, you said they get the mismatch. They do that little guard dive play that they run out of their high set. And that's tough to guard. Barker almost had it early. She had a poor pass from Stady. But that time, great delivery, great finish.
Well, there's no doubt, Coach. When you've got a 6'1" player who's athletic enough to play a guard position, you can really take advantage of that, and they did right there almost exactly what Coach Taylor told us the other day they would be doing with her.
No question about it. Again, her length, again, she can cause a lot of problems with her defense. Closeouts, block shots on the perimeter, those type things.
Foul on Georgia. That's going to be on Richardson, who reached across, gave her an arm bar. Reagan Richardson out of Charlotte, played at the Cannon School, McDonald's All-American. 5'11" freshman guard, another big guard. Seven on the shot clock. Bevis had a disappointing night in her opener, 1 of 8 from behind the three-point line against Vanderbilt, but she was their leading scorer from a year ago at 13 points per game.
Well, she's a proven player in the Big South Conference. Her size takes a toll here a little bit against SEC teams, just some of the size differential, but in the Big South, she gets a lot of comfort, she gets a lot of great looks. She's really proven herself in league play.
I know this Gardner Webb team was a little bit disappointed with the preseason rankings in the Big South Conference. They felt that they had earned a better than 5th place predicted finish. Pass is stolen away. Williams spin move, goes Chapman on the wing. Morrison spin move in the paint. Kane across half court. In the paint, underneath, too far. Nicholson puts it on the floor, goes against Bevis, the guard, and takes advantage of the mismatch.
That was a really nice job by Chloe Chapman. A year ago, I think she would have forced that action, try to get it harder to the rim. She just backed out the fast break a little bit, gave her big people a chance to run the floor. Nicholson ran the floor, got position, and she delivered a beautiful entry pass to her. All Nicholson had to do was lay it in.
Foul's going to be called on Bates.
But that takes some maturity. Chapman's dedicated now to basketball, no longer playing soccer for Georgia. And again, that's a mark of improvement there from a freshman to sophomore year, making those kind of decisions. The old John Wooden line, be quick but don't hurry. So that's what she was right there. We've seen it already a couple times in the game by the Georgia perimeter players. Again, when you're opposing coach of Georgia, one of the things you've got to worry about is any one of these perimeter players seem to have the ability to play the point, run the fast break, deliver the ball where it needs to get to.
You see Georgia's other McDonald's All-American, Jillian Hollingshed, 53, has checked into the ball game for the first time, so making her collegiate debut out of the McEachern program, which has sent so many great basketball players into the college ranks, and Georgia certainly has gotten their share of them. Hugh Morrison played at McEachern.
McEachern's one of the great high schools in the state of Georgia, all sports and just academics. Socially, they're just a great school. And again, I really was impressed with her in practice of the day, how hard she worked. Her and Stady on the court at the same time, but we got some twin tower action going on for the Lady Dogs.
Screen set by Hollingshed, nicely executed. Morrison with the bullet pass to Stady.
Hugh Morrison with the assist.
6:40 to play in the opening half. And that'll be the second bucket for the running Bulldogs in this game, and Kane hits it. 2 for 16 from the floor to start the game. Foul's going to be called on Gardner Webb. This one will be on Alacia Smith.
Foul directed towards Gardner Webb's 30, Alacia Smith. That's her third.
Q Morrison, we've always seen her from her explosive first step. Her first 2 years at Georgia, wasn't always confident in herself. I think everybody else could see it, how good she could be, an outstanding player. And just took her a little bit of knee injury, set her back a little bit. But boy, did she come out of her shell last year and just play great basketball and just carried over to tonight.
Alacia Smith went to the bench with her 3 personal fouls, likely there until the second half. Chapman misses the jumper. It is saved by Georgia. Great hustle by Stady to bang it off the leg of Deans.
Those 2 seniors, Morrison, great hustle, and great hustle by Stady. Look at Morrison, go get it. Smart play by Genesee. Keep that possession. 15 on the shot clock.
You mentioned Morrison, and being healthy is so much of a huge factor for any athlete. Foul's going to be called on Gardner Webb away from the ball. But not just the knee injury her sophomore year, but then her junior season had the labrum injury. Last year, her senior season, healthy, totally healthy. It was exemplified in career statistics for her. And if she can stay healthy here in a super senior season, you can just imagine what she's going to be able to do.
Absolutely.
Deans, Stady bats it around, grabs the rebound. Ahead to Barker, lays it in.
Well, Sarah Ashley Barker really coming into her own. Last year as a freshman on a veteran team. You know, she had her moments, played good, really helped them out a lot of games. But a little inconsistent, and not as quite as good offensively as she is. But boy, I think this year we're going to really see her blossom offensively, put up some big numbers, do some big things for the Lady Dogs. She's a heck of a player.
Sloan, she's going to be a star in this league.
No question.
All freshman SEC after her first season, and really impressed Coach Taylor with her off-season work ethic.
She has it, again, right there. Fake the three-point shot, get the defender to bite on it, drive, but the defender has to respect that three-point shot by her.
Inside, Hollingshed, her first collegiate basket.
Good for her. That's a great moment, man. When you play Division I basketball and you get that first bucket when the games count, they're keeping the record going. Good for her. It's the first of many we're going to see, Matt, over the next few years out of her.
31-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs with just about 5 minutes to play in the half. And a left-handed layoff that rolls off the rim. That was Caps on the miss. Georgia running again. Morrison pulls up and nails it.
Yeah, Morrison's got the green.
Morrison, 9 points, 3 assists in 11 minutes so far tonight. Georgia dominating, leading by 33.
The airport can be a real challenge for new homeowners who have become their parents.
Okay, everybody, let's do a ticket check. Paper tickets. We're off to a horrible start.
but we can overcome it. We're not going to point out our houses, landmarks, or major highways during takeoff.
Don't buy anything. I packed so many delicious snacks. They're
Nope.
Would you say ballpark when Group 2 is going to get boarded?
2 hours and 58 minutes.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Someone should have left home earlier.
Think outside the oven and get thanks grilling with Ace. Get a Traeger grill to make tasty turkey and desserts. This week, take advantage of great deals on Traeger with free assembly and delivery on all grills $3.99 and up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
4:48 to play here in the first half. Georgia leading Gardner Webb 40-7. Matt Stewart along with Coach Mark Sloniker. And Coach, the Lady Bulldogs on a 6-0 run over the last 68 seconds, but it's been a game-long run. They have simply blistered the running Bulldogs in transition.
They really do. You start the tone with defense, right? You get out there, defensive rebound, steals. Any one of the perimeter players has a green light to take the fast break. What I'm loving tonight, though, is those bigs. The bigs for the Lady Dogs. They know they're playing with unselfish perimeter players that like to push, and they are running the floor. What a beautiful pass from Coombs there. And then right here to finish, Nicholson. Again, the bigs running that floor, and they're getting delivered to them.
12 defensive rebounds out of the 16 total boards for the Lady Dogs so far. 22 points in the paint and 11 fast break points.
Again, Georgia 16 made field goals, 8 assists on those. Again, that's good team effort, good balance. Coaches like seeing that. Teammates like playing. They like seeing that stat. They know the team is unselfish. Make plays all over the place.
Williams kicks it down to the baseline, and the reverse layup missed. Barker steps out. Coombs missed the chance to get the rebound. Here's Bevis. She'll pull up inside the line, and Hollingshed the rebound. Morrison long outlet to Coombs. Free run at the basket. Bevis was late to get there.
That's vintage fast break basketball right there. Point guard Morrison sees Coombs fill that left wing. Coombs gets out wide, hits her in the run. Easy layup.
Off the hands of Emma Capps. 13 turnovers now for the running Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs have scored 16 points off those turnovers. And Stady will come out, and Jordan Isaacs will come back in for Georgia.
Jordan Isaacs is somebody that doesn't fill up the stat sheet necessarily. With a lot of rebounds, a lot of points in this system and her style of play. But Johnny Taylor loves her. She earned her starting job at the power forward position. And their analytics tell them the team plays better when Jordan Isaacs is in the game. So she does a great job for him. She's really trusted by her teammates. I really enjoy watching her play. She's such great screens, such a complete team player.
Out of bounds right there as Hollingshed could not save it before stepping on the baseline. But Georgia, despite that play right there on the feed from Isaacs, at their offensive efficiency best when she's on the floor. Coach Joni Taylor uses the term, you hear it a lot in sports, she is their glue player.
She really is. She does all the little things it takes to win basketball game. Great help defense right now. Doesn't show up on the stat sheet. She's in the right spot.
Stolen away by Gardner Webb. Williams steps through by Morrison and gets the bucket. It's her first of the game. It's her first bucket of the game and her fourth point. Her other 2 points coming at the free throw.
And she's a good player. Gardner Webb, Coach Simmons, they got to figure out a way to get her more touches, more reps, get her out on the run. She really looks good in transition.
2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Hollingshed misses the three. Foul is going to be called on Georgia. Jordan Isaacs gets the whistle.
Checking in for Gardner Webb, 0.
So the third freshman on the floor for Georgia here tonight, Alina Sindar, number 31 right there. You can see her out of Amsterdam. So 3 of Georgia's 4 freshmen have gotten on the floor in this game.
The coaching staff really likes Sendar. We're really excited about recruiting her. She has a little adjustment going from the international rules to the college basketball rules here in the United States. But again, there's a lot of promise. Strong player, good shot.
So the Lady Dogs have played 12 so far tonight. Kimmy Jenkins, the other freshman guard, has not yet gotten on the floor in this game. But of all the players available, she's the only one who hasn't seen the floor yet. Hollingshed is whistled for the foul. And Larissa Dean's at the line. 5th-year senior who transferred from the University of Charlotte. Dean's 0 for 6 from the floor. And that's her first point of the night.
I like the fact that the coaching staff at Georgia, Joni, right now, 2 freshmen in the game, but they put them in there with veterans. They didn't put them in there with the other young guards. But Coombs and Morrison can talk to them, lead by example, get the ball to them, calm them down. It's a really smart move to play them as they just get introduced to college basketball.
3 lane to the basket. Georgia's had a lot of those tonight, as Morrison is the first player to get to double figures. She has 11. High miss off the glass, and Isaacs touched it last.
Again, positioning, Kayla Combs, Jordan Isaacs, both are weak side help position, right where they're supposed to be. Cut off the drive when the backdoor cut came. I think Gardner Webb took a tough shot. That's veterans out there. They've been playing a lot of basketball games. They know what to do. They get it done.
1:45 to play in the first half. Georgia up by 32. Williams gives it up, 4 on the clock. Kane's going to have to shoot, and she does. Air ball, shot clock violation on the running Bulldogs. And foul's going to be called on Isaacs. That's going to be an illegal screen.
I was bragging on her about being a good screener right there. She'll get herself set.
Stolen by Morrison, and the layup. 13 now for Morrison, who has scored in double figures in 13 of her last 14 games. Williams drives, scoops it up and in.
She's a nice player, man. What she's done so far, she's got a chance to get ready for a Big South play.
Only 4 buckets for Gardner Webb in the half, down to 34 seconds to play in the half. Errant pass. Georgia will have the final possession of the half. Long baseball pass ahead to Coombs. She'll take it right to the basket, try to shoot it up over Caps. Now Gardner Webb gets the final possession, down to 8. 5, 3, and that will be the end of the first half as Littlejohn sticks it in right at the buzzer. But it's all Georgia in the first half, Coach. 46-16 lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Q Morrison with 13 points, 4 assists in that first half.
Yeah, complete domination by Georgia. Again, good at all phases of the game. Defense, rebounding, offensive execution. And, man, they are fun to watch in the running game.
Rousing start to the season opener for Georgia. They lead by 30 as we head to the locker room.
Okay, we're not going to ask for discounts on floor models, demos, or displays. Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on?
No.
They just sell candles and they're making overhead. You know what kind of fish those are?
No.
Don't be coy. Koi fish.
It can be overwhelming. Think a second. Have we seen this shirt before?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
But you know what? I'm still gonna get it.
Think outside the oven and get thanks grilling with Ace. Get a Traeger grill to make tasty turkey and desserts. This week, take advantage of great deals on Traeger with free assembly and delivery on all grills $3.99 and up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back. Halftime at Stegman Coliseum. It's the opening week of college basketball season. Another big season tips off in the SEC with South Carolina ranked #1 in the nation. The out-of-pocket crew, Alyssa Lang and Andrea Carter, preview the big storylines as we get this season started.
Welcome back to the SEC Halftime Report. How about this? Some Lady Vols for life. Diamond Shields and Candace Parker winning that 2021 WNBA title with the Chicago Sky. Everyone in the SEC was hyped for these ladies.
This was so special because it was Candace going back to where she grew up, where she always wanted to play. And with Chicago, they had a rough start to the season. Candace was injured. They lost game after game. They did not look like they were putting it together. You talk about a team peaking at the right time. They got it done, brought it back.
Huge congratulations to those ladies and that team winning a championship. Not many better things you can do than hoisting that trophy. One good thing you can do, doesn't really compare to a championship, but hype or nah is kind of up there with hype levels, right?
As good as it gets.
One of our favorite segments here on Out of Pocket, hype or nah. We give you a phrase, you tell me, Drea, hype or nah. Ryan Howard will be 3-time SEC Player of the Year. Will she get it this year, hype or nah?
I'm hype about it. I'm so hype about it because I think she will have to be great for Kentucky to win. She's in the same system she's always been in, and her teammates know how to play with her. And I think that's really important, right? You think about Kayla Pointer at LSU. She is a star, right? But she's under a new head coach. So it might be a little different, right? You think about other teams, South Carolina, they have so much talent. It's going to be hard to pick just one for Player of the Year. So for Kentucky, for Ryan Howard, that is what it is. That's her role. What do you think?
Kayla Pointer's like, hold on, I opened up SEC play with a triple-double casually for my head coach, Kim Mulkey, night one. But I was going to say, South Carolina fans are sitting here going, whoa, 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 what about Aaliyah? What about Zaya? What about Letitia? And it's like, but there's so
many of them, right? Like,
it
could be Zaya Cook with 18, and then it could be Aaliyah Boston with 19, or Bree Bew with 17, right? There's so much. I just think there's so much pressure on Ryan Howard. Even Kayla Pointer, Faustina Fua, she's, so it's interesting.
An accolade for Ryan Howard, I'm hyped. Yeah, it's probably a shoe-in for sure. We mentioned South Carolina. That leads us to our next one. South Carolina goes undefeated. They did win their first game. Will they win the next 39? Hype or not?
You know, this is hard for me because I almost would rather them lose a game early and learn a tough lesson. But you look at it,
Dawn probably would too.
I know, right? They've got Maryland at home, Stanford at home, UConn at home, right? They have to go to Duke. I think that's tough, but I'm kind of hyped about them going undefeated. They got the same team as last year. Come on.
Every time I read that, South Carolina returns every single starter and every single player. Oh, and they added talent too.
Exactly, was a lesson enough. I think that could just propel them through the whole season.
I think any time they've ever lost, Dawn Staley's like, hey, you remember when that happened 3 years ago? You want to feel that? I know you weren't on the team, but you remember that?
Yeah, exactly. You were there. You felt it.
We will see what South Carolina looks like, the #1 team in the country right now. Next one, Nikki Fargas on the SEC Network this year, calling games in the studio. We're both hyped for this.
Oh, this is, hype isn't even the word. Ecstatic ecstatic, ultimate hype. We're fired up for her.
We're gonna have to step up our outfit game. Like, look at Coach Vargas's suits. Like, we are not on her level.
You know, last season she said, "Dre, I saw you on camera. I didn't really like your white nails." I said, "Dang, Coach, like, wait, serious?"
Wait, on that though, because Coach Vargas is gonna be calling games for us as an analyst.
Yep.
If you're a player right now in the SEC and you know Coach is in the booth watching you, evaluating you in real time, are you just like peeing your pants?
Like possibly, absolutely. I would honestly be more nervous if I was a coach. Like if Coach Vargas is like, "So what's your game plan?" I'd be like, "Well, what do you think the game plan?"
Yeah, what should I do, Coach?
You just played them last year. Like what do you think? I'd be more nervous if I was a coach.
What about playing in front of Landers?
Oh gosh, I feel like him just sitting there like this.
Trey, you're trash.
Yeah.
Coach Vargas going to join us in studio when conference play starts. We are very, very excited about that.
Wait.
We have to go shopping. We have to go shopping.
Yeah, and
we know she's going to bring the basketball takes and the fashion.
She will call us out.
You got the takes, but I don't think we have the combined fashion.
No, not on her level. Are you kidding me?
The Snapshot app from Progressive rewards you for driving safe and driving less.
Okay, what message did you hear this time? Safe drivers can save using Snapshot.
What's Snapshot?
What the commercial was about.
I tune commercials out.
Yeah, me too. They're always like, blah, blah, blah.
Tell me about it. I'm going to a silent retreat next weekend.
My niece got kicked out of one of those.
For talking?
Grand larceny.
How about we get back to the savings?
Yeah. Yes, I would like to talk about that.
Okay.
Think outside the oven and get thanks grilling with Ace. Get a Traeger grill to make tasty turkey and desserts. This week, take advantage of great deals on Traeger with free assembly and delivery on all grills $3.99 and up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back. It is halftime as we get ready to start the third quarter, and Georgia in command, leading Gardner Webb 46-16 here in the Lady Bulldogs season opener. I'm Matt Stewart, joined by Coach Mark Sloniker. And Coach, I know how you are. I know how coaches are. You want to go in that locker room at halftime and find something to nitpick and be angry about, be upset about. We got to improve on it. Okay, so what did Joni Taylor get upset about in that first half?
Well, not necessarily upset, but what she would probably tell it today, look, we got a little sloppy there. We got a little complaints, so we built the lead to 24, 26 points. A little sloppy with the basketball. Too many turnovers there. Got to clean that up. We got broken down defensively once or twice. Again, minor things, but things you got to work on to get better. You're going to beat quality teams.
No doubt about it. Minor things. We talked in the open about how Georgia's going to stack some wins this season on Hugh Morrison and Jenna Stady, and the super seniors came out and got some work done in that first half.
They really did. Stady does what she does best, block shots. Again, she's that anchor to that tough perimeter defense. Good hands inside, always getting that high-low game going. And Hugh Morrison, unselfish, can shoot the three, shoot the pull-up jumper, and then take it to the rack all the way. So versatile, so tough to guard. So many ingredients to her game to make her a great player.
13 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds for Hugh Morrison in that first half. I really think kind of setting the tone for what this super senior season is going to be like for her.
Absolutely. Those two got a special season. They're on a mission to go further than they did last year, do better than they did last year. Great as last year was, let's make it better this year.
Georgia shot 59% from the floor, and the running Bulldogs only 18%.
And one of the things that jumps out, again, there's 0 assists for Gardner Webb. That's frustrating to a coach, their team. Not many make field goals. They're better than they've shown today. Again, they're playing against a tough Georgia team defensively, but they got to do better there. Georgia, again, capitalizing their opportunities in the fast break game, taking a high percentage shots, driving up that field goal percentage to 59%.
Yeah, 16 turnovers, and Georgia scored 18 points off those 16 turnovers. And even beyond all that, not just turnovers, but missed shots that turned into transition points for Georgia, plays right into the type of game that they want to play.
And again, you're preparing for Georgia. Future opponents will watch this tape. They're going to have to prepare on transition defense. And again, one of the things I'm really good to see today, and see Stady running the court, Nicholson running the court, Bates running the court. They're getting down. The bigs from Georgia know this perimeter outfit they've got right now on the roster will give the ball up. So they all can push it, and they run, they'll get rewarded.
Joni Taylor starting her 7th season as the Lady Bulldogs coach, and in every season but one, her teams have always exceeded their preseason expectation.
That's special. Again, they work hard. She's a really good coach. player development-wise, recruiting has picked up in the last year or two. So again, you want to exceed expectations, but again, you're more focused on your team. What are you building? We talked about in the intro today. She is, she sold the administration. If you give me the opportunity to take over for Andy Landers, I'm going to build us a program that we can be proud of. I'm going to bounce off those classes, and when we get good, we're going to stay good. And we're seeing the fruits of that labor and the vision all come to fruition last year and into this year.
Yeah, and she talked about that with us the other day, that, in season 2, going into season 3, they took some lumps because they were overloaded. They were top heavy in their veteran classes. They graduated out. They were not getting the players that they wanted, so they didn't just grab players for the sake of filling scholarships. So they took some lumps in that early part of her career as the head coach here at Georgia in order to stay on track to build the way she wanted to.
That's right. Estady and Coombs are transfers that went other places first. Georgia, high school products, went out of state but came back home. But the rest of them are homegrown. They've been developed within this program. Again, another important ingredient to the success of the Georgia women's program here is the continuity of their staff. Her assistant coaches have been around. They trust each other. They do a great job improving players. Again, they helped Joni Taylor build this program to where it is today.
So the foul is called on Cox. And the third quarter begins about the way the second quarter ended.
Joni's working the refs up 30. She thought it was an N1. They called it on the floor.
Hey, first game of the season, you got to get prepared for working the refs.
Yes, you do.
In the SEC games, right?
Absolutely.
It's game 1 for everybody except for Gardner Webb. It's game 2 for them, but you get the point. So foul called on the running Bulldogs. So back-to-back fouls by Gardner Webb here in the opening 19 seconds of the third quarter.
That's 3 on Williams.
Barker off the inbounds, and Isaac saves it to Stady, and she got fouled. 3 fouls on Gardner Webb in the first 25 seconds of the quarter.
That doesn't bode well for us, but great effort by Isaacs right there. Runs it down, over the head pass. I was hoping that Stady would finish that. That's one of those assists that you put on the highlight reel right there. Great effort by Isaacs.
You saw Alex Simmons there. She played for Coach Pat Summitt, probably the greatest women's coach of all time, maybe the greatest coach, male or female, of all time. They won 2 national championships when Simmons was there. They got to the Final Four another year, the Elite 8 the other year. But Coach Summitt, as nice as she could be, could also be a tough coach. She said one of those seasons, they spent a fourth of the year not able to access their locker room. Coach Summitt would routinely shut the team out of the locker room, not let them wear their jerseys during practice if she didn't feel like they were representing the Lady Vols brand the way it was supposed to be.
She was trying to get that team to play a little harder than normal, right? They were resting on their laurels. She wouldn't let that happen. Coach Summitt, absolutely one of the all-time greats. I used to watch footage of her, game action, trying to pick up some little nuances of offenses and stuff. Just a terrific coach. And Coach Simmons, man, to be captain of one of those teams, that is one of those special memories you'll have throughout your life. The respect that she had from her coaching staff at Tennessee and her teammates to be captain.
Looks like Coombs got hit across the nose, so they're going to take care of that. But I asked Coach Simmons if she had tried any of those tactics with her team, and she told us exactly what I expected she would say. Today's player, that wouldn't necessarily translate with them the way it did with us.
Yeah, a little different times. I don't want to use it. Good for Coach Simmons. But Coach Simmons, you watch her, just watching her tonight, you can see she's a very good relationship builder. You see her team, their eyes are on her when she's talking to her players. They're looking at her, they're listening to her. They want to be good. Again, they're building what she's building here. You take your lumps when you play SEC teams to start the season, but she's building towards the Big South. She's constantly preaching to them, guys, keep up the effort. Things aren't going well. Yes, scoreboard says one thing, don't look at it. We've got to get better. We've got to improve. And we've got to build for Big South Conference and try to win that so we can go to the NCAA tournament.
The officials are looking at the monitor to see if we have any kind of a flagrant situation. I think it's just a basketball play. In fact, Alicia Smith's elbow was not really up. Coombs' face was just down where the elbow was.
Coombs actually looks like she may have raised this elbow a little bit there. Yeah, I think that hopefully they'll let that play on. Coombs is tough. She's a tough lady, and she will bounce back from that. She'll be back, no doubt. Put a little cotton swab up her nose, and she'll be back in there.
Yeah, she was going for the ball, and she was dipping down into the trajectory of Smith's elbow. So I think that's the way they will interpret that. You never know, of course. The officials may have seen something different from what we saw. As Coombs continues to have that nose tended to. They're going to bring the coaches in to explain their decision.
Going to immediate timeout.
So we'll step aside and we'll find out what the officials decided when we get back.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini majorette's gonna march her way right
I'm sorry,
into your
can we
heart.
stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but, you know, all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
Nah, it's over.
Well, someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a diva.
Think outside the oven and get thanks grilling with Ace. Get a Traeger grill to make tasty turkey and desserts. This week, take advantage of great deals on Traeger with free assembly and delivery on all grills $3.99 and up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
So Michaela Coombs has made her way back from the tunnel where she was having her nose tended to. You can see the gauze stuffed up her right nostril. Hopefully it didn't get broken.
Yeah, stick that gauze up there and play on, right? That's what you want.
It was ruled incidental contact, so after they went to the replay table, and I agree with that call, I believe that
absolutely.
Coombs just going for the ball, and Alicia Smith was battling for the ball, and elbow made contact with nose. Backdoor cut, nicely executed, maybe the best play that the running Bulldogs have run all night.
Very nice. You know that timeout? Again, that's how you break the pressure from Georgia. Get backdoor cuts. Get a bucket there. Keep them honest. They won't be as aggressive denying the pass.
Inside Stady, she gets fouled on the play. And you like to see that. You make a great point coming out of that timeout. They executed the play just as Coach Simmons had drawn it up.
Absolutely.
So they're able to follow instructions and go out and execute. Sign of a good team.
Yes, it is.
And I don't mean that facetiously. How many teams have you seen come out of a timeout after the coach drew up the play for them to run and they totally botch it?
Absolutely. They're getting the wrong place and they'll make the right pass. Again, perfect right there. Again, that Coach Simmons, good for her. She recognized that the Georgia perimeter defenders are so aggressive out there, denying passes, disrupting, making them pay with a backdoor cut.
Yeah, it's a simple thing, but not a small thing.
That's right.
Whatsoever. A 30-point lead for Georgia. Drive, and foul's going to be called on Barker. Barker picks up her first personal.
Good action again by Gardner Webb. Good ball movement, going from one side of the floor to the other. And get it to your player right now who's playing really well. It's hurt Georgia a little bit today with her drives. Williams here, get her to the free throw line.
She has scored 8 of their 18 points. And now 9 of their 19. 3 of 4 from the floor. 3 of 3 at the line. She's also committed 5 of their 16 turnovers. That's going to happen with your star players sometimes when they hold the ball so much more than any other player. Foul's going to be called on the running Bulldogs. That'll be on Larissa Deans.
I will believe, Matt, the next few weeks as we call these games, you call most of them for the. You're going to see a lot of really good players from other teams coming in here, turning the ball over a lot.
Yep.
Because it's Georgia defense. It's going to be tough on them.
Reagan Richardson at the foul line looking for her first collegiate point.
She has a bright future again. She's a quality player, recruiting picking up. The coaching staff went out to McDonald's All-Americans this year. The signing day yesterday was outstanding. And things are really bright for the Lady Dogs.
Cox directing a backdoor cut, and Smith puts it in. Alicia Smith, the Big South Freshman of the Year a season ago. Backdoor, lob pass, wrap around to Stady, stays with it, puts it in. She's got double figures. Second Lady Bulldog to get to double figures in this game. She has 10.
Cox for Gardner Webb, back-to-back nice plays. They got the beautiful assist with the block on Stady. She's hustling. She's playing hard.
Foul charge towards Gardner Webb's 30, Alicia Smith. That's her fourth.
Cox showed some pride. Beautiful block. Great timing. Just couldn't get it back in her hands. Her teammate to pick it up. Stady stayed with it. A beautiful block.
Smith goes to the bench after picking up her third personal foul. So now 3 of the Gardner Webb players have 3 fouls, Cox, Deans, and Smith. And Jordan Isaacs at the line looking for her first point of the season, and she's got it. Played at St. Francis in Alpharetta. One of the 3 returning starters on this team this season. 31-point lead for Georgia again. 7:28 to play in the third quarter. Timeout called by Kane as she got caught in a trap right in front of her bench. And we'll step aside with Georgia up by 31.
The airport can be a real challenge for new homeowners who have become their parents. Okay, everybody, let's do a ticket check. Paper tickets. We're off to a horrible start, but we can overcome it. We're not going to point out our houses, landmarks, or major highways during takeoff.
Don't buy anything. I packed so many delicious snacks. They're...
Nope.
Did you say ballpark when Group 2 is going to get boarded?
2 hours and 58 minutes.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Someone should have left home earlier.
Think outside the oven and get thanks grilling with Ace. Get a Traeger grill to make tasty turkey and desserts. This week, take advantage of great deals on Traeger with free assembly and delivery on all grills $3.99 and up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Here's a look at the 4 teams in the SEC preseason AP top 25. South Carolina in the #1 spot, and we saw the Gamecocks open their season 2 nights ago with a victory over 6th-ranked NC State. Kentucky at number 13. Tennessee at 15 had a real battle with Southern Illinois last night. And then Texas A&M checking in at number 23. Georgia not ranked in the AP top 25. They are 19th in the coaches poll, receiving votes in the AP poll.
Yeah, another incentive for them to say, hey, put a little chip on their shoulders. Say, look, you're not going to rank us here. We're going to prove you that we deserve to be there. We're going to prove it on the court, that we're going to climb those rankings.
Yeah, no doubt. A little bit surprising given the way Georgia finished the year a year ago and the amount of production they bring back from a year ago as well. And a 5-second violation on Gardner Webb coming out of the timeout with the inbounds right by their bench.
Again, you know, Coach Simmons had a play call, but a great defense. Q Morrison did the switch. They didn't cover the inbounder. They were able to get the 5-second call.
Barker gets inside the paint, drops it off for Stady. Got her own miss and put it in. So Stady gets the basket and another rebound, 12 points and 5 boards for her.
Beautiful pass by Barker. Not going to get the assist on that one because of the original miss. But boy, what a beautiful drive and drop-off pass.
But Jenna Stady gets the Moses Malone rebound.
That's right. Build those stats.
That was always the joke with Moses Malone, the great player, that he would get a lot of his rebounds off of his own misses. Underneath, foul called on Georgia.
Yeah, I think Doc Rivers, I saw one time, felt like he would have another 100 assists in his career. Moses had just scored on the original pass. It's kind of similar to what Barker did right there. Should have had an assist.
The implication being that Moses would miss on purpose so he could get the rebound and the basket.
That's right. Wanted to lead the league in both. He got bonus money. They paid a little more. He did those things. Another good game from Jessica Williams here tonight. She played well at Vanderbilt on Tuesday night. Coming back here against Georgia, tough team. They're putting up numbers, producing again.
Yeah, and she's been able to do most of this after picking up 3 personal fouls. She went to the bench in the first quarter with 2 fouls, and she's been able to continue to be productive offensively despite that semi-foul trouble she's been in tonight. Lob inside for Isaacs. Stady gets another rebound and a put-in. All right,
good positioning with her body. She's able to come over the back without fouling and get that rebound, get the stick back.
She has improved so dramatically since arriving on campus after transferring from Maryland. She was a Miss Georgia basketball playing at West Forsyth High School in the Atlanta area, and then went to Maryland to start her career, came to Georgia, was not in great shape, but she has really worked hard in every aspect of her game, the physical conditioning, the whole thing. She has become a star in this league.
Another nice pass. Isaacs just couldn't finish it.
Williams blows by the defense. Could not finish it at the rim. Richardson with the bounce pass assist to Q Morrison, who's got 15 now.
And those Georgia guards, man, just can push that ball. They're going to find their teammates.
Bevis misses the 3. Last touch by Gardner Webb.
It's Georgia basketball. Checking in for the Dogs, Chloe Chapman, Mallory Bates, and Darren Nicholson.
A little three-quarter court pressure. Gardner Webb's shown it a few times, but Webley hasn't shown it much since the first quarter. Back to their man-to-man defense.
Barker feed to Nicholson and 1.
Nicholson! Basket's good. Foul directed towards Gardner Webb's 33, Emma Capps. That's her first. Nicholson will go to the line for the Lady Dogs.
Chapman does a nice job getting the ball to the right side of the floor. Barker does a little pump fake, drive, unselfish player. Nicholson, I think we're going to see kind of a snippet from it next year when Morrison and Stady are gone. Those 3 will be back. We'll see a lot of 3-person action going in the Georgia offensive system with those 3. But Nicholson's got great hands, great footwork. Barker really coming on in their game, improving so much offensively. And Chapman just needs those minutes. He just needs time on the floor. She's talented, plays hard, just needs those reps to get on the floor in live action.
Reach and foul, I believe it's going to be on Bates.
Foul directed towards the Lady Dogs, 22, Mallory Bates. Her second.
So of all the Lady Bulldogs who have played, only 2 have failed to score here tonight, Chapman and Sendar. Caps at the line. Just the 3rd miss for the running Bulldogs at the line tonight. They're 10 of 13.
Three-quarter court trap again. Good read by Chapman.
Oh, wow, what a pass by Barker and finish by Bates.
Yeah, Barker's doing a really good job with her passes tonight. She knew before she even caught it what she was going with it, what she was going to do with it. Bates was just a great recipient, good hands, ready to finish.
South Gardner Webb will maintain possession, checking in for the Lady Dogs.
Good reaction here by Chapman. She draws a double team. Now Georgia's playing 4 against 3. There's mismatches out there. Barker knew ahead of time where she was going. All she had to do was deliver it. Bates just had to finish. Great basketball, great reaction.
Traveling call meantime on Kane. 19 turnovers for the running Bulldogs.
That's something they must address because they last year were doing that in conference play as well. If you're going to be a champion of the league, you have to be a low turnover team. Have that positive assist to turnover ratio.
Bates stays with it. Missed it twice. Long three-point attempt. Didn't get the bounce to go for Caps. Offensive rebound, Cox. Underneath and one. Basket for Sarah Matthews, who's a Georgia kid. Played at Forest Park High School in Atlanta.
Yeah, great effort inside, beautiful pass, stays with it. Bates is late to it, draws a foul, just got there just in time to foul, but great job by Gardner Webb. Good hustle, good pass, good finish by Matthews. Good Georgia kid to get score here on the Georgia floor. That'll be a special moment.
Stops at Gulf Coast State, Kilgore College before landing with the running Bulldogs. Junior guard. And the rebound controlled by Georgia. Chapman. Bounce inside, and Barker missed the bunny. Three and a half to play in the third quarter. Foul on Georgia.
Foul directed towards Georgia's Lady Dogs, Michaela Coombs.
Coombs called for the arm bar. And bonus time for Gardner Webb. They'll get 2 free throws.
Jessica Williams will go to the line for Gardner Webb. Shooting 2.
Williams a perfect 6 for 6 at the line until then.
That's the first time didn't have good backspin. She had a little bit of a knuckleball there. I think she shot it fast. She's been really disciplined at the line. Yeah, there's more like it right there. A little more in rhythm.
13, she leads Gardner Webb in scoring tonight. Coombs and one. Got hammered on defense by Deans, who was late to the party. And Deans picks up her 4th personal foul.
Great job by Georgia. Get it out of the net fast. Don't give them a chance to set up that three-quarter court trap. So that's how you beat it. One of the ways to beat it. Just get it out of the net fast, get it up the court, and before they can get set, make the bucket.
Coombs, the 3rd Lady Bulldog to get to double figures. That gives her 10. 10 points, 3 assists, 3 of 4 shooting, and 4 or 5 at the line.
She did all the last of that with some gauze stuck up her nose. She's a tough kid, right? Put me back in, coach.
Stolen by Nicholson, outlet to Coombs. Got Chapman on the wing, trailing to Barker. Bates cleans up the trash.
Great job by Mallory Bates running the floor. Just keep running, all right? Get rewarded when you run. She did on those misses. Barker right there, really she needs the backboard. When you're in traffic and feeling contact, the glass is your friend. Use it.
41-point lead for Georgia. Another steal for the Lady Dogs. And Coombs on the feed from Chapman. Georgia putting on a show.
And Chloe Chapman, what a floor general. She just runs the show. Not really that interested in scoring. She wants to help her teammates. Make a good decision on the floor. Beautiful pass and transition.
Coombs now has 12. Barker called for the arm bar.
Foul directed towards Georgia's 3, Sarah Ashley Barker. That's her 2nd.
So 2 fouls on Barker.
Go to the line for Gardner Webb.
And Williams back at the line.
Checking in for the Dogs, Zoisha Smith.
This will be a challenge for Zoisha Smith if she comes in for Barker. Barker did a nice job on the floor. But Gardner Williams is going to be a test here for Smith. Step up her game, do the things that Joni and her staff have seen in her that she can bring to the table with her length and her perimeter size. But she's never hands full with Williams right now on the stretch.
Williams has 14 points. She is the only Gardner Webb player who has more than one field goal in the game. Chapman, air ball. Smith underneath. Nicholson underneath. Nicholson again underneath. Foul on Caps.
Foul directed towards Gardner Webb's 33, Emma Caps.
Caps picks up her second personal.
Champion Nicholson will go to the line for the
So
Lady
Nicholson
Dogs.
has the chance to become the fourth Lady Bulldog to hit double figures in this game.
Nicholson has such a bright future. And just fundamentally sound in the post, really strong hands.
Rebound, Smith saves it to Nicholson, and there's the double figures. She missed the 2 free throws, but got a second opportunity, gets the basket. She has 11.
Great hustle by Smith, and way to find her. Beautiful pass.
Caps 3 was blocked. Smith lost the dribble. Numbers for Gardner Webb. And Williams rolls it in. She's got 16. She has over half of their 31. Bates, bucket.
Yeah, beautiful pass, going to set up. Again, coaches, teammates, everybody loves when you see a large percentage or 50% of your made field goals come from assists. Lady Dogs had a 17 assists, 30 made field goals.
Wow.
Here we go again. Whoa.
Hopefully everybody's okay on a pretty hard collision underneath the basket. Smith running into Bevis.
Credit Bevis. She's trying to draw that's about the third time tonight she's trying to draw a charge. Lady Dogs out in the run. Beautiful pass by Coombs. Bevis got there in time.
Grace Cutson and Lincoln Cuts.
She'll have a few ice bags on her on the bus ride back.
Yep.
Orleans Springs, North Carolina.
Bevis has yet to score tonight. Scored 6, only 6 against Vandy the other night. 3-point attempt. Bounces right back out to Anderson. Rebound saved by Nicholson. Coombs. Final 35 seconds of the third quarter. 10 on the shot clock for Georgia. Coombs tried to bounce it through the defense, kicked out of bounds by Gardner Webb. 5 seconds on the shot clock and 23.6 on the third quarter clock. Chapman got to get it in, does to Coombs, fires right away. She got fouled on her jumper.
Foul directed towards Gardner Webb's.
Sarah Matthews whistled for the foul. That'll put Coombs at the line for 2.
The Georgia Lady Dogs, their baseline out of bounds series of plays build on one or the other. So they'll give you a certain look in the first quarter, a slightly different look in the second quarter. And just when you think defensively, okay, I got them figured out, I know where they're going. They've got a false action to go on a back cut, bring another player around. That was a great example there. Something that they had shown a set like that early in the game, and then the third quarter is just a different look. And Coombs is able to get a great look at the basket and get fouled while she was taking that shot.
17 seconds to play in the third quarter. Anderson. Shot blocked from behind by Bates.
Gardner Webb has yet to make a 3-point shot tonight. They're 0 for 5. They're great SID for the Lady Dogs. Trey Federville has informed us that it happened last year against Texas A&M. The Lady Dogs did not allow Texas A&M a 3-pointer all night, so we might see if we get a duplicate tonight.
Anderson will go to the line for
When you think about it, in this day and age, it's really unfathomable that anybody goes a whole game without a three-point basket.
That's right.
Or that they only attempt 5 of them. Bates goes to the bench after getting twisted up down there. Looks like came down awkwardly on that ankle. Hollingshed checked in for her. 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Georgia perhaps the final opportunity to score in this period. Coons spins. Shot deflected. 1 second at the buzzer. Counts if it goes. And that's the end of the third quarter. 76-33 lead for Georgia. Lady Dogs going to win their season opener. Is just a matter of by how much.
Okay, we're not going to ask for discounts on floor models, demos, or displays. Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on?
No.
They just sell candles and they're making overhead. You know what kind of fish those are?
No.
Don't be coy. Koi fish.
It can be overwhelming. Think a second. Have we seen this shirt before?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
But you know what? I'm still gonna get it.
Think outside the oven and get thanks grilling with Ace. Get a Traeger grill to make tasty turkey and desserts. This week, take advantage of great deals on Traeger with free assembly and delivery on all grills $3.99 and up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Start of the fourth quarter. Georgia leading Gardner Webb 76-33. Lady Bulldogs will be 1-0 when they host Furman on Monday night. Meantime, been a tough night for the running Bulldogs. Lauren Bevis, who was their leading scorer a year ago, she's had a hard time the first 2 games against SEC competition. No points tonight after going 1 for 8 on her three-pointers against Vanderbilt the other night.
Well, she's only been able to get 4 shots up tonight. That's how suffocating the Georgia perimeter defense is. This is something that's going to challenge a lot of players throughout even SEC play. That Georgia perimeter defense is outstanding. So Bevis is a heck of a player. Again, she's got to get her mind right. She's a veteran player. Paddle back out of this when the competition level comes down a little bit. Take the opportunity to excel as she did last year with 13 points a game.
Foul directed towards Gardner Webb's 22, Lakin Cox. That's her 4th. Dog fans.
So Gardner Webb starts the fourth quarter with a foul. Georgia shooting 53% from the floor for the entire game. 2 of 7 on threes, 14 of 21 at the free throw line. They've scored 24 points off of turnovers. They've out-rebounded Gardner Webb by 15. 48 points in the paint, 22 fast break points. Georgia has dominated in every aspect of this game. Not that we were surprised by that, but I think you and I were both a little bit taken back by how lopsided the game was from the very get-go when Georgia opened the game on a 19-0 run.
They really did. And great feed there, great bucket for the Lady Dogs, but yeah, it escalated to a 30-point game really quickly. And Gardner Webb's defense just didn't come out intense. It challenged Georgia at all, and Georgia took advantage of it. They attacked the rim, moved the basketball. The veterans stepped up right away. Gardner Webb just needed to be more aggressive defensively to start the game.
Nicholson ends up going down as she was fouled from behind by Anderson.
First, team second. Dog fans is Georgia basketball.
Georgia, like you mentioned before, 4 players in double figures. Always a nice stat to see at least 5 or 6 getting double figures here, so they can get there.
So what's our takeaway going to be from this game, Coach Slon? I mean, the big blowout win, I think it would be difficult to judge, but this is a blowout win against a team that obviously, coming from the Big South, Georgia should be able to beat. But it's also a Big South team that 3 years in a row, they've been 10-plus victories in their conference, which is an accomplishment in whatever league you're playing.
Yeah, from the Georgia side of things, another block shot for Georgia, but you know, the thing from their standpoint, Joni's looking at, hey, her 2 primary players, right, the all-conference players, came out ready to play tonight. Coombs, the veteran on the wing, part of that veteran core group, came out ready to play tonight. That's what you want to see out of your veterans, that they're going to take care of business. They respect their opponent. They don't care what it says. They're coming to play basketball and taking care of business, because it's easy to come out, we should beat these guys, don't give a great effort. They came out ready to play. And then the next thing you're looking for from the Georgia bench is how the new players incorporating in. How are they getting the feel for executing the offense? Are they being strong with the basketball? They're running the right cuts, making the right reads. How does this lineup look with that other lineup? Who plays well together? These are all the things we're trying to figure out along the way this time of season in Webb. I've been on the side of Gardner Webb with Coach Simmons. You're there trying to keep confidence. You don't want them to get shell-shocked by the scores. You can play these games.
Meantime, here is the step-through move by Jessica Williams. I love her game. She's got 18 tonight after going for 22 against Vanderbilt the other night. So 20-point average in her first 2 games against SEC competition. Right. You would think that Coach Simmons will be able to ride her pretty strong in the Big South Conference. Chapman drops it back for Hollingshed, and Richardson sticks it in. First collegiate bucket for her.
Yeah, Lady Dogs out on the run right there. But again, I think Coach Simmons has got to feel good. She has a 4 core there that are good players. William Smith, Bevis, and Kane are good players. And they're going to play well in their league against their level of competition.
Chapman has gotten a lot of run tonight, Coach. 14 minutes for her.
Yeah, so excited. She's transitioned just to basketball from soccer. You can tell, you can see glimpses of it last year being a good player.
Cox uncovered, rebound, however, after she missed the layup.
Like we mentioned earlier, Chapman just needs minutes. I mean, she's a floor general, smart, high basketball IQ.
Richardson called for the travel before she buried the jumper. Yeah, I would think that Georgia's really encouraged by Chapman. You pointed out already, she's not someone who's going to be looking to score. She has 2 assists in 14 minutes. She does have 2 turnovers, but she looks like a different player than the one we've seen the last couple of seasons. A lot more confidence in her game. At times in the past, it looked like she was playing too fast for herself. Now she's playing within herself, and I know that's, you know, #1 on the sports cliche list, but it's true.
It's so very true. Again, she needs these minutes this year, because next year, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but Morrison and Coombs won't be here, right? And she's going to be the heir apparent with Richardson, another perimeter player. They're going to have to step into bigger roles next year. So every minute Chapman can get on the floor, running the team, running the offense, understanding, making those assists, being that floor general, are going to benefit her in the future of this program.
Hollingshed with her second collegiate bucket. Stady the rebound, 14 and 7 for her tonight. Shot at a double-double. Barker in the corner. Georgia hasn't shot the 3-ball well tonight. If you're looking for something statistically that they haven't done that well, they're 2 for 8 on their threes. See if Hollingshed can help change that. Nope. Williams the rebound.
Again, with her and Stady playing together at times, if she can shoot the 3-ball, she looks like she feels confident that she can. She's got the green light to do it. That'll really open things up when those two are in the game together.
Morrison ahead on the break. Coombs. Backdoor put in, rebound by Hollingshed.
Yeah, great plays to that weak side rebound right there. Yeah, we'll see how long Coach Taylor goes. If she wants to give the seniors a few more minutes here. Morrison and Stady coming in. Yeah, about 6.5 minutes to go. They played about a minute here. We'll see how long she goes with them. We probably just want to get them on the floor one more time tonight.
Bevis, bucket, first one for her tonight. That'll be a big confidence booster for her. She's a much better player than her stat line has shown the last 2 games.
Our SID, Trey Littlefield, will keep us abreast to see if Gardner Webb hits that 3 or not. Have failed to do so far. Good high-low action here by the Lady Dogs. It's a staple of Joni Taylor's offense.
Timeout on the floor.
So a timeout on the floor. 4.5 to play in this one. Georgia leading 84-37.
Okay, we're not going to ask for discounts on floor models, demos, or displays. Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on?
No.
They just sell candles and they're making overhead. You know what kind of fish those are?
No.
Don't be coy. Koi fish.
It can be overwhelming. Think a second. Have we seen this strip before?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
But you know what? I'm still gonna get it.
Think outside the oven and get thanks grilling with Ace. Get a Traeger grill to make tasty turkey and desserts. This week, take advantage of great deals on Traeger with free assembly and delivery on all grills $3.99 and up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Georgia winning big. It's 84-37. 4.5 to play in this one. Matt Stewart along with Coach Mark Sloniker. Thanks for joining us on this Veterans Day. 4 in double figures, Coach, for the Lady Dogs tonight, led by Morrison's 15, Stady 14, Coombs and Nicholson. Nicholson, the only starter in that group of 4 in double figures.
That's
almost
right.
a double.
Yeah, and Nicholson, again, we've talked about her earlier in the show that she's got a chance to really bust out this year, be a really good player. But again, another thing by the Georgia Lady Dogs this year, a very balanced attack, a lot of weapons, a lot of people can score in different forms. Again, that transition game, Coombs is going to get a lot of baskets as Georgia gets out and running. And she's developed her game a little bit, even get some half-court action out of the set offense. So, again, exciting team to watch, really well balanced, a lot of weapons.
And Coach Taylor really excited that Nicholson has another year to play alongside Jenna Stady. Stady really pushes Nicholson. And she's really simplified her game, said when she got to Georgia, she's got her bag, as they like to call it, her bag of tricks, her bag of moves, and they just wanted her to simplify the game. And one of the things that Coach Taylor told Nicholson is, look, Kevin Garnett, Hall of Famer, he had 2 moves.
That's right.
Simplify your game. You can be a star by doing that. Looks like she's embraced that message here tonight.
Absolutely. Again, she's, give credit, I don't know who her high school coach was, but I give a lot of credit. She came here fundamentally sound in the post and how to post up, how to use her footwork, position herself. And now she needs to reap those benefits of that.
Isaacs, her first bucket of the game to go along with a couple of free throws.
Yeah, she's going to make those coaches run that play back in film session because say, hey, look, I got some point guard abilities here. Look what, check me out.
Bevis lost Nicholson on the dribble, couldn't hit the shot. Ahead to Barker. Traveled.
Traveling, Gardner Webb will take possession.
Yeah, this was a really nifty move by Jordan Isaacs.
Oh, the bigs, they love it when they get the ball. They can run the break. Look at her. Look at her. She's feeling good about herself. But again, Gardner Webb in transition defense, you have to stop the basketball. Nobody stepped up. They tried to guard the wings, didn't think she would take it all the way. Jordan Isaacs under control, read the situation, got the bucket.
The 4th of the 4 freshmen, Kimmy Jenkins, out of Long Island, New York, now on the floor for the first time in her career, wearing number 24. Caps working against Isaacs, and rebound Stady. Stady 9 boards now, a chance to do what she did so often last year. That's record a double-double, and Kimmy Jenkins comes in off the bench and scores the ball for her first collegiate basket.
Look at Jenkins. She's been there sitting over a long time, but she said, hey, coach, get me in there. I'm going to fill it up right away. The microwave, heating up.
Jenkins is an interesting story. Coach Taylor telling us that Taylor is the one out of the 4 freshmen that's probably a little bit further behind than everybody else. She's from Long Island, New York, and they didn't play last year. She couldn't even go in a gym last year because of the COVID protocols in that state. Everything was shut down. So not only did she not get to play, she didn't get to practice with the team. Any work that she got was on her own. And so, as a result, got here to Georgia with a lot of accolades, great star player, but a little bit behind the curve as far as everybody else because of that.
That's great. She'll take time. She's not a critical need this year for them to be successful. She wants it. She's a player. She's a competitor. Again, you can see the quickness in her, the court vision.
Passes it up to Sendar, and she scores. So all 4 of the Georgia freshmen have scored in their collegiate debut tonight.
Oh, freshman to freshman right there. They're so excited for each other, man. You can see the whole team very excited for those two.
Inside, and the bucket by Smith. Just her second of the game. Down the floor, Stady, yes. And that gives her an extra rebound.
Double-double, right?
That's right, 16 and 10 now for Stady.
She knew Moses Malone does get that double-double.
You know what? She knows how to do it. She's a veteran.
That's right.
A little bunny miss comes right back to you. I think she actually got credit for 2 rebounds on that. So 16 and 11, even better.
That's
money.
Right.
In the league, that's money.
Absolutely.
Morrison comes off the floor. Solid performance, 15 points, 7 of 10 shooting, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in 26 minutes.
Blocked by Nicholson right there.
Georgia up around 10. They might be at 8 or 9 officially. 3-ball Sendar. And the rebound by Isaacs. And Gardner Webb player down, crouched on the floor, injured on the play. That's Smith. Alacia Smith, the preseason all-conference forward out of Johnson City, Tennessee, played at Science Hill High School. Do you know what Heisman Trophy winner played?
Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, the evil genius. Can't slip one by you, Coach.
No, you can, but
you tried to slip one by me earlier today, and I slam dunked it.
You
so you just slam dunked that one too.
So, so what I asked you for the fans that are still watching, what 2 NBA great players played at Gardner Webb? And Matt knew it right away.
Artis Gilmore played at Gardner Webb when it was a junior college, and John Drew, who starred with the Atlanta Hawks, played at Gardner Webb after it had become a 4-year school.
Those banners hang
A-Train,
proudly up
Artis
there. Yeah,
Gilmore.
whoa, what a man.
He was 7'1", 7'6" with the fro.
Absolutely. I've met him once. Great human being.
I've had the opportunity to meet him too, because most recently he was working the radio for the Jacksonville Dolphins radio team since he, transferred to Jacksonville after playing at Gardner Webb, the junior college, led them to the national championship game, and he's still down there in Jacksonville. Mammoth hands.
Yes.
Swallowed up my arm when we shook hands.
Huge human being.
3-ball miss, a rebound there by Nicholson. Tried to save it. So Nicholson's now in double figures in rebounds. She's got 10 and she's got 13. She's got 11. They gave her another rebound right there. So she's in double figures. They're just adding them up. This is like it's like 12 rebounds now. So 2 Lady Bulldogs in double doubles tonight.
That's awesome. Matthews, really a nice job for Gardner Webb there. Finish. Got down the floor. Got herself a nice bucket in transition.
So Chapman's the only Lady Bulldog not to score tonight. Let's see if they try to set her up. No, Jenkins going to take the shot and hit it.
Well, she's got a nice game to her, no question about it.
Jenkins says, I was on the bench for 37 minutes. I'm scoring the ball when I get it. Caps lays it in. So Georgia doesn't have to take another shot here. And Joni Taylor wants to make sure they don't. She's hot on the floor almost. 97-45 is going to be the final here tonight. 2 double-doubles this evening. Stady, you come to expect, as she went for 16 and 11. Nicholson, however, 13 and 12 coming off the bench. Solid performance by her tonight. The freshman got in there, all 4 of them scored.
Yeah, they got to be pleased with everything. Again, good intensity to start the game, did what they wanted to do. Georgia flexed their muscles today. and took care of Gardner Webb the way they're supposed to.
So after winning 21 games a year ago, the Lady Bulldogs opened this season with a convincing 97-45 final. Next up, Lady Bulldogs in action as they host Furman. That'll be Monday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, and you can see it right here on SEC Network Plus. Lady Bulldogs opened the game on a 19-0 run and never looked back. Georgia wins big. And now for Coach Mark Sloniker and our entire SEC Network team, I'm Matt Stewart, and happy Veterans Day. Good night from Athens, Georgia. Lady Bulldogs start the season 1-0.